You can say affirmations every single night. I'm a millionaire every single night. But if your inner self-worth doesn't match that, no money will ever come to you. Reason why is because money has a psychology, and many people are not even aware of this and are blocked from it. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the 9 psychological reasons why you might be blocked from receiving money and the 6 golden rules to break those patterns for good. Making money is not just a physical thing. It's mostly mental, in your head and in your emotions. Making money is a psychology. There are 6 negative emotions that are associated with money: shame, humiliation, criticism, control, fear, and emotional manipulation. For example, as a child, you might have received these emotions associated with money. And when you grow up, all of these emotions translate into you having guilt for receiving money, you having fear, you having unworthiness, pressure, and hesitation. So how does our relationship with money get spoiled? Let me break it down. The first reason is negative emotions from family. Growing up, your family might have made you feel ashamed. They might have blamed you, judged you, tried to control you, devalue you, insult you. Growing up, they might have tried to control you by saying that you spent too much money or you spent it on things that are not essential and unworthy. Another way parents give negative emotions to their children in terms of money is by giving you things but also giving those things with a spin attached to them, and that spin is it has a negative emotion attached to it. Have you ever had that? If you have, please leave it in the comments down below. Another way you could have witnessed or received negative emotion about money from your parents as a child is if your parents took digs at each other in regards to money and you had to witness that. That's also another way. Societal phrases. For example, there's a saying, a lot of money doesn't come without harm. Have you heard that one before? Or some neighbors, or you might overhear somebody saying, hey, they have money, but they don't have happiness. We are broke, or we don't have money, but we're happy at least. We're good. There's another saying, which is, if you have money, then you have big problems. The second factor is afraid of being seen. In order to earn money, you need to be able to be seen by the world. You need to be able to seen at work. If you are working a 9 to 5, your crafts, your creations, your writings, your music, your art, whatever it is that you are doing needs to be seen. And with that comes judgment, criticism. You will also be seen by your family, especially if you're on social media. You're going to be seen by your family and you are going to be criticized and judged. And this is a part of it. The third category is you have not reached a mental maturity yet. This means that even though physically you grow up, your mental is still here. You're still a kid. You haven't emotionally matured yet. Examples of this is your family still has control over you. Earn your own money, but somebody else controls that money over you. Or somebody else makes decisions on your behalf. Now, the root of all of this is a parent or somebody that raised you or people who raised you. These people who raised you either talked way too much, interfered way too much with your life, and tried to control you and were very, very overbearing and overprotective over you. Another root for those emotions is a parent who didn't give you any responsibility at all. Now, if you didn't have any responsibility as a kid, then you didn't really learn what it takes to take action, to be responsible. But what happens is, you are grown up, psychologically, you're still a kid. You cannot differentiate and dissociate yourself from your family, the people who raised you and gave you these negative emotions and taught you these habits and behaviors attached with negative emotions in regards to money. You cannot separate yourselves from them because it's in your subconscious. And the same thing happens with money. The fourth reason is feeling unworthy. Let's say that there are 10 levels of worthiness, and yours is at level 5. Then your money is going to come to you at level 5. It will not come to you on level 10. It will come to you on level 5 because your inner self-worth and your subconscious is at level 5. Even though your exterior, your words and your sentences and whatever you're saying or watching might be saying, I am level 10, inside you truly feel, if you truly feel that you're at level 5, then this is where you're gonna be earning money. Now, you might be manifesting, you might be saying manifestations every single night, you might be saying, I am a millionaire, I am worthy, but really, your inner self-worth doesn't match that. It's not how you actually feel inside. And if you feel unworthy, this is what happens. You cannot keep the money in your hands. You immediately go shopping, or money means destruction to you. You cannot see yourself as worthy of something better. And whenever you do level up, you feel absolutely horrible about it. The 5th reason is the imbalance of giving and taking. Sometimes you might be thinking, I need to give to people so I can be loved. Or if you receive a gift from somebody, you might be thinking to yourself, I need to give twice as more. I need to do more. I need to step it up. Whatever they gave me, I need to double it. You might be thinking, I don't deserve this if you receive money. Or you might be thinking, if I do receive this, I'm gonna feel bad about it. The 6th reason is that you don't have good control. Now, this happens if you had a parent or somebody who raised you as a kid who was overbearing and constantly warning you about everything and trying to control you like a pawn. And this leads you as an adult receiving and earning money, but poof, in a matter of seconds, you don't even know where the money went. You earned it, you worked hard for it, but you can't even tell how it just disappears in a matter of seconds. 7th reason is scarcity mindset. Now, this happens due to a maternal figure in your past who was once there and then she wasn't. This can be physically and emotionally. Very black and white, inconsistent motherhood. These types of actions and behavior from a maternal figure that were not consistent leads to you growing up and having this embedded in your subconscious. One day, just like your mom, the money will go. It will be there, but it will leave. It will be there, but it will abandon you. It's not going to be consistent. That is what runs your subconscious when you grow up. You have a scarcity mindset. The 8th reason is leaving your comfort zone and constantly wanting to feel good. What does this mean? If you are unable to take risks, you're unable to meet new people and meet new business ideas and opportunities. And if you're unable to try new things, means that you are not able to leave your comfort zone. Now, to get over this, you must be a little afraid. If you're always trying to stay in the same place and be in the same feeling and be in your same comfort zone, your safe zone, and you're always trying to feel good, that's gonna be a huge barrier between you and money. It's gonna be a wall between you and money, and it's gonna stop you from evolving in terms of wealth and money. So, how do we fix our relationship with money? The first rule is to get rid of pity and victim mindset. You have to get out of the victim mindset. You need to leave it. There's no other way. The very first step, the most crucial step in fixing your relationship with money is to leave mindset of pittiness and victimness. You need to leave that mindset completely. To do this, you can use a prompt. Write down in your journal or write it on a piece of paper and glue it somewhere that you can see every single day. And this is what you write down. Today, did I feel pity for myself? Did I force others to feel pity for myself? Write this down and look at this every single day, especially right before you go to bed. Once you have looked at this, say this to yourself. I don't need to feel pity and victimhood towards myself or others. I may feel compassion. That's different. Rule number 2 is be clear on what you want. If somebody asks you, what do you want? Write it down. And you're sitting there with a pen in your hand and you're all, oh, I don't know what, I don't know. Then that's literally the outcome that you're gonna get. If you are confused, your outcomes are gonna be confused as well, which means that you have inner unworthiness. You need to be asking clear-cut questions to yourself. What do I need and what do I want? Now, there's a difference between these two. If you feel confused between what you need and what you want, then your outcomes are gonna be confused as well. Rule number 3 is to differentiate and dissociate yourself. Think about this. Who was somebody in your childhood who spoke negatively about money? Once you have an answer for that question, you have the right to physically and emotionally get away from that person, not listen to them or whatever they say. And make sure that you say this to yourself. Whatever emotion that they're giving, you label it, then say this. This emotion belongs to them. That person is somebody else. I am somebody else. Now, here's a cool prompt that you can use. Take a piece of paper, a blank piece of paper, and divide it into two. On one side, write, who did I receive messages about money from? Write that down on one side. On the other side, write, what emotions about money did I receive from them? On the very bottom, leave a space on the very bottom and write, what do I want to happen? Now, fold this paper and then put it in your wallet and carry it for 30 days. The fourth rule is self-worth. How do you increase your self-worth? You increase it by investing in yourself physically, emotionally, spiritually. Some examples are hygiene, dressing nice, treating yourself, eating healthy, drinking lots of water, doing your hair, doing your makeup, going to therapy, going on walks, going to the gym, reading books, learning, getting an education. Here's another prompt for you. Divide your emotions and memories about money into scenes. Take the 3 emotions that have the highest level of those emotions in your mind, go into that emotion, into that scene, and then come out. Do this a couple of times. Something else that you can do to fix your relationship with money is to copy the people who have a good relationship with money and who have high levels of self-worth. And these people value earning income. They have generational income. They value money and wealth. Spend time with these types of people. Another prompt for you. What can I do these days that will make me feel self-worth? What can I improve in myself regarding money that will also improve my self-worth? Whatever comes to your mind first, just write it down. Our brain loves consistency and repetition. So whatever our brain repeats on a loop, that's what it learns. Once you do these prompts and learn this information and you repeat this knowledge moves from your short-term memory to your long-term memory. Another prompt you can write down and look at daily is, and really focus on the emotions every time you read it. Money is something else. Suffering is something else. While earning money, I can feel hardship from time to time. I may occasionally face difficulties while earning money. Nevertheless, I am capable of overcoming them. I am not destined to struggle in matters concerning money. It was, insert the name, my father, who portrayed himself as a victim over financial issues. My father is somebody else. I am somebody else. I am under no obligation to behave as he did. I do not need to get pity to obtain the things I desire. Self-pity is something else, and genuine difficulty and hardship is something else. Money is simply money. Rule 5 is imagination. Go into the hallway of your home, if it's long, or go to a park, anywhere that has space for you to walk. Now, in your imagination, divide it into sections. One section is 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. Now, with each level that you walk up to 10,000. What emotions and memories come up? Imagine yourself walking up to $10,000. What emotions and memories come up as you reach that level? What emotions and memories come up when you walk to 20,000? How about when you walk to 30,000? What about 40, 50, and so on? The goal here is to find what you're feeling at that level. Now, once you find the emotion, try to go back in time to your childhood, to the earliest memory you have of having to experience that emotion. You can write this down or say this in your mind. Where did I feel this emotion before? When I go up from 80,000 to 100,000, when I walk up, I feel the same emotion I did when I was a kid. Once you find those connections and those memories and emotions, your subconscious will start to fix itself. You are also letting those emotions out. Another factor is asking yourself, who was the breadwinner in the family when you were a kid? Who used to bring in the money to the house? Another tip is to never explain any of your plans to anybody else. If you want to fix your relationship with money, another tip is go to luxury, expensive stores that you would never step foot into and explore. Go by yourself. Take your time. Look at each item. Feel like you belong. Use cash whenever available. And if you are buying something from someone, make sure you make eye contact with them. Do not try to avoid eyes or don't have that feeling of hurry and rush. Pay with cash if you can, card if you have to, and make sure you make eye contact as you're paying. And remember, if you are owed money, it does not have to come from that same person. The universe has unlimited channels and sources, and you can receive that money from any other source. But to do that, you need to release any grudges, expectations, and attachments you have towards that person. Remember, emotion is power. Emotion is everything. Emotion is frequency. Emotion is energy. Energy moves because emotion creates a magnetic effect, and you need to own your own energy.